Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. If you like what you're seeing, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Even if it's bad, we don't care. We want you to engage and all that good stuff. Make sure to stick around because we got a lot more coming up for you.
I don't know. I feel like tonight's episode is going to be momentous and topical and relevant and very current eventy.
Yeah, get ready to unfriend Gettin Sidetracked.
Please don't.
So you said that you right across from the old 9th grade center, it's the Lutheran church.
First Lutheran.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank
you.
I
can't even see. Do I look all right?
You look
All right.
great.
Nope.
All right.
I didn't even. I didn't mean to open up already, like just crushing.
I mean, you can't help it.
I know. The second Lutheran, you mother,
You motherfucking mutt.
keep him here.
That place had the finest sledding in town. In my mind.
First Lutheran? The
Wait.
one on
Oh,
points?
the one that
Yeah, and point. Wait, are we talking about the one with the steep ass?
yeah.
You actually? Oh, okay.
No, like I'm just saying, I would sit there and daydream about. Sledding.
Oh, yeah. You'd kill yourself
Yeah,
instantly,
yeah.
but
Oh,
it'd be
yeah.
fun while you did it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you had done that before. And I'm like, you are one crazy motherfucker, dude.
No, dude,
Wow.
I went sledding off the little ice pile that they put in the middle of the parking lots over at the Glen
Yeah.
and the Glen East, and I went under a truck and hit my chin on the bumper,
Ooh.
so I don't sled.
Yeah. Not after that situation.
And since that day, yeah, that church. The funny story that I was going to tell you about is that I didn't get kicked out,
Oh,
but
yes.
there were people around that are glad that I don't go there anymore.
What?
And it's not anything bad. Like we were laughing, because okay.
Jesus, but
Yeah, I mean, not at like his expense or
And then
anything.
He
It
was
was
hit with the cat of 9 tails.
this fucking guy. No, no, nothing like that. But like, I made my stepdad like laugh really fucking loud, and I got in trouble for it.
Oh.
So they're like, "You don't need to come next Christmas." And I was
What?
like, "All right, cool."
wow.
Yeah,
Who said that?
like everybody around me, and that was like around when like my grandma was still alive, and like my mom was like, "Yeah, you don't need to worry about it anymore."
Oh,
Like,
okay, okay.
Not like the church. The
Okay.
church didn't come up and they weren't like,
Way
"All right, you
different.
motherfuckers."
Yeah.
No, nothing like
Okay.
that.
Wow.
But I was told by like members of my family that I didn't need to worry about coming anymore.
And you're like, what?
Well, okay. Tell me if this is funny or not. Okay, so the pastor was up at the front, and he had that goblet or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
And
Chalice.
yeah, and so he had this little cloth, and he like laid it over that. And I leaned over and I was like, "And for my next trick, I will make this disappear." And he started going, and then he, like a couple seconds later, he took it off, and I was like, "It's a Christmas miracle!" And because it was Christmas Eve, but he started laughing his ass off, and everybody around me was like,
Whoa.
So-
'Cause this is like a very serious part
Oh,
of the
yeah.
situation.
"So yeah, that's I was told by my family I didn't need to worry about it anymore," and I'm like, "Cool,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that."
It's too early anyway, okay?
Man, tell a joke that kills
Right?
and get like out of having to go to that shit.
Exactly.
That's-
like that's a win-win as
That's
far as
a
I'm
yeah,
concerned.
win,
That's
man.
dub-dub right
God
there.
Dang.
So how's everybody been?
Good.
Great.
No.
Grand.
Wonderful.
Fucking tastic. Really
Okay.
happy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
What-
What was okay, first of all, fucking K-State on Saturday. This is almost a week ago, but
Yeah.
I haven't been that bummed out about the BYU game. I was like, that sucks. We definitely got crushed, but that's okay. This
It's
game,
BYU though.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they're never amazing, but they're never terrible
For
either.
sure,
So
for
I
sure.
mean, yeah,
But this weekend against Houston, I was legit bummed out. I
that
really,
one was rough.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was like one of those things where you see it coming and you don't see a way that you could possibly lose,
Yeah,
and then like the day comes
yeah.
and then it happens.
It really happened. And you're like, oh, no. This isn't the right game. Turn this. This is another team that's been terrible right now. No, that's your team giving up giant runs.
Yeah.
and stuff.
It was rough.
That sucked.
I mean, the saving grace though was a few days later. We got to watch the Chiefs remain undefeated,
Ooh.
even barely. I don't give a fuck, dude. The Bucks are good.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I fucking hate to admit it, because I really don't like the guy, Baker Mayfield's good
He is good.
Dude, I love
And-
Baker now.
now. Now that he's not on the Browns, or
No,
like
no,
what changed?
Now that he's not on the Sooners.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
so like as soon as he got,
Yeah, when he was in the
Okay.
NFL, I was like, okay, he's cool.
He like
I still hold a grudge.
so they say like in the NFL, you got to keep it close. Like as long as you keep it close, because really every game is decided by 6 or less points, basically.
For the most part, yeah.
So if like you can keep it like close, and then at the end come through and like do your damn thing, you're a really good team. As long as you don't let another team like get a lot of separation. And that's what the Chiefs like. They just like just keep it within 7 points. We're good, dude. And that guy, it doesn't matter if he fucking breaks his ankle or what. Like they're gonna win, man. It's inevitable.
There's mad fucking haters right now
yeah.
that are finally starting to be like, okay, it's probably going to be a three-peat.
Yeah, baby.
So I mean, fingers crossed.
Yeah,
Baker's
undefeated.
body language when he lost the coin
That
toss.
was awesome.
Oh,
That
dude,
was awesome.
yeah, it was like that Simpsons thing. It was like, and right there's where his heart breaks. He's like, yeah. You could just see Holmes doing ball.
That was awesome.
So yeah, so we had a little bit of a roller coaster when it came to our emotional football weekend.
Yes.
And how's the fam doing?
Everybody's good.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah, we're just kicking ass. The baby didn't sleep hardly at all last night. So
It's like, I'm not even sure if I'm here right
I
now.
don't
Can
know
somebody pinch me?
I have no idea what's happening right now. This is kind of like being on mushrooms, man. Whoa. No, yeah, for sure though. She didn't sleep. So
Oh,
that's
awesome.
It's really good.
Yep. As long as you can remain optimistically delusional, then you're good.
Everything's
Yeah.
fine.
This is fine.
Yeah.
If you could just figure out a way to keep that state of mind, can you
Yeah.
let us know?
I will, dude. I'll
Dude,
let you
seriously,
know.
I would prescribe. Like, if that was a pill, I would prescribe to it. For sure. I'd take once daily.
What if it's me? Like, what if it's me? Like Jesus, like the blood of the blood of me.
You're gonna make like instead of fish oil pills, it's
Me pill.
Garcia oil.
Yeah, yeah. Watch me squeeze it out here.
Pour that in the earth.
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
That'll kill your plants
No.
for sure.
No, that tree would be fucking thick,
A
thick
redwood,
daddy tree.
a redwood in Kansas?
Seriously, I'm thinking about that. That's a really good plan for
Okay.
me.
Well, you let me know how that goes, because
Okay.
that is not one business venture I will join you on.
Damn it.
There's a lot that I'm open to.
Yeah.
Not one of them.
Fuck.
Dan, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. I'm coming to the realization that I'm going to be joining you motherfuckers here soon in the 40 gang.
Ooh.
It is coming up.
Yeah.
It is coming up.
I still got at least a whole other year and some change. But today, I was looking at trying to plan a train trip.
Oh my
And I just feel like that means I'm
God.
turning into an old man.
You are down,
Dude,
God.
speaking as an old man, that sounds fucking awesome.
right?
Dude, no, my dad used to take like train trips and would like show me pictures and shit, and that shit is amazing.
Yeah.
Like I would love to do that.
Yeah, we did it one time to go to Utah. It was like a 20-hour trip, and I tried to make Rice Krispie treats, but they didn't work.
Ooh.
But it was still fun.
So you're like, these just taste bad.
Pretty much.
Well, like I know somebody who actually legit tried to make brownies and literally just took weed and threw it in.
Yeah.
And was like, all right, like sticks and seeds and all. And we're like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
oh my God, I remember. Yeah,
I don't even remember who it was, but I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not eating those.
You ever remember the first time you had actual like edibles, like that weren't store
Yeah.
edibles, and the way that they swiftly kick you in the fucking dick.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, and then that little voice goes, you took too much.
Dude,
You're like, oh God,
I was in LA when that happened.
Ooh.
Holy
so,
shit.
yeah, I'm like, I'm in a hotel room right now, right? Okay. Yeah. No, I'm definitely in a hotel room. What state am I in again?
I don't know.
Like, it was that kind of a
Yeah,
night.
buddy. Oh
So,
God.
yeah.
Right on. So the train ride. I took one from St. Louis to Kansas City and just got hammered the whole time. But a 20-hour train ride? Is that like?
Yeah.
That's the one where they have like beds and shit, right?
So on the way out, we couldn't get those. So
Oh,
we did
okay.
on the way out, had to do coach. Kind of sucked. But
Eh.
you could get up and walk around. They had like an observation car you could go to
Yeah.
and stuff. But on the way back, we got the little sleeper car. So yeah, you could make a little bed and take a
Okay,
nap.
I take that back. I've done 2 train rides. One time, it was in the middle of Illinois. Like we had there was something with the cars situation. We were at Sarah's grandma's house, and they're like, "Well, you could take a train back to Chicago." And we're like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I didn't know that the Amtrak, they fucking stop, and then they're like, get on, get on, get on, get on.
Oh, yeah.
You have 4 seconds to get
Yeah.
on the train, and they're like yelling at you, and you're like, okay.
Like your legs hanging out the door.
Well, the
and they're
guy's
like,
like-
too late.
Because like, come on, get on. And I'm like, you just stopped. Like,
I know.
the train stopped, and then you got off and went, get on.
They got a fucking schedule to
They
keep, man.
do.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
do.
all right, man.
That's how they make their money.
That trip is hell if you're a smoker.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
see, that would be my main problem with it is that I am a smoker, as bad as it is, I know. But I don't.
Dude.
2 minutes.
I would be like trying to like sneak out the observation deck, like sticking my head out the window and shit. Like, I
Blow
don't
it-
know.
Like, we know what you're doing, sir. There's a lot of cameras on here. Like,
Since we can't actually kick you off, since there's no stops, we're just gonna keep charging you every single time. You owe us $20,000.
it's okay. Oh, that's fucking good.
Dusty, how are you
Yeah,
tonight?
D-Dog.
Speaking of the 40 Club, I'm about to get a year's more experience in that bitch coming
you
up in a couple
are.
of days.
Holy
Dude,
shit.
that's right around the corner.
This one I'm not excited about. I mean, honestly, I don't have anything planned. I'm probably gonna I'm gonna hang out with our friend Danielle, and if she can, our friend Tanoy. But yeah, I mean, on like Saturday night. But other than that, yeah, I'm not really. Yeah, it's whatever.
Right.
This one's not special like the last one was. Last one was kind of a big deal. It was like the whole I'm 40 now.
Yeah.
This one, it's like, whatever. I happened to have the day off from work. I didn't request it, or they didn't even realize it. I was like, oh, I got my birthday off. They're like, really? Oh, maybe we
Come
should
in.
change that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. So you're not going to be doing anything, right?
Oh, no. Oh, we got to go do something.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Saturday.
Well, so Sarah is doing something Saturday, so I'm in charge of all 3 babes.
Nice. Bring them out.
Let them pick them up.
Fuck, I'll let Sophia drive. I don't give a shit. Let's do this.
Oh, my God. That would be rad.
Dude, the
That
baby
would be-
can work the pedals.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at the little baby.
Get the shifter and then the steering wheel.
Yeah,
Between the 3 of you,
dude.
you
You're
got a
good.
driver.
Man,
Dude,
that's
you and I just
funny.
chill in the back like, no, you're going the wrong way.
Ah, screw it.
God damn it.
Damn Gen Z.
So, yeah, I mean, other than that, there was something else I was going to mention, but I can't remember now.
Oh shit, you are
'cause you're getting
old.
fucking old.
Yeah,
Right?
fucking
Yeah,
old
it is because
man.
I'm fucking getting old.
Bo- Bobby Carpenter. Now he was a heck of it.
No, I honestly, for the life of me now, I can't remember what it was. But, yeah, no, I'm hanging in there.
Good.
We're doing okay over at the Moore household. So, today... as you can tell, I don't like have my phone out. I don't have any notes. This one's gonna be a what do you call it?
A fiddle faddle.
A freestyle. As a freestyle.
Oh, shit.
We're not talking
Cipher.
about freestyling.
This is a cipher. You motherfucker talk shit about my grandpa, a handpaw.
I like it.
Ooh.
I'm just going to like mix that in and just dub it. I'm just going to drop it in like every 47 seconds for some random reason.
Get a
Doesn't
little.
matter. Yeah.
Damn, that was pretty
That's
good.
all I got.
See, and I can take that.
That was pretty good.
I literally have everything I need.
Wow.
Oh, wait, hold on. One thing. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now we're good.
Was that the Seinfeld music?
I don't know. You got to have some
I
kind
thought
of
you were
bass.
going to say, yeah. Or,
Take that.
bitch.
You're just that would have been good. That would have been good.
Yes.
No, today I want to talk about something that we've all been experiencing throughout our entire lives. More so the older generation. I don't think the newer or the younger kids don't have to deal with them as much or not for as an extended period of time. They have a little bit more control over them than we did when we were growing up. Today I want to talk about commercials.
Oh, boy.
I was about to be like, hormone? Wait, no.
Bowel movements. No. No, I want to talk about commercials. Mainly just because there's a bunch of them that I remember as a little kid,
Ooh.
or as a little kid, so that they even stick with me to this day. Like we've talked about it before, like when we were doing the episode on Toys Crossfire.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh,
there's
yeah.
there's shit that just sticks with you when it comes to these commercials. Yeah,
You
exactly.
can count on Crossfire.
My point being proven right there.
Oh,
Dude, they don't go hard like that
They
anymore.
don't.
Right?
They really don't.
Well, and I mean, I don't really, because who really watches just cable anymore? Does anybody really do it that much?
So I just don't. I really don't. I haven't. I do Hulu, Peacock, like Paramount
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I had to sit through like 2 minutes of commercials or whatever it is.
You mentioned Hulu, but I don't have the higher tier of Hulu,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I got to watch fucking commercials with
so
Hulu. So
same, but they're quick. You know, it's like it's just
Yeah.
not like it used to be.
It's- yeah.
they have a timer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the best.
Yeah, when you know it's like, okay, I got 2 minutes, I can go really quick, take a piss, like wash my
Yeah.
hands, I'll make it back, I'm good to go. But it's like when they just come on, then you're like, oh fuck, okay, hold on.
Hold on. Yeah.
Or like, you know, like growing up, like when the commercial break was coming to an end and somebody was in the bathroom and you're like, hurry, it's starting, it's starting.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I saw something online. It was like, there's nothing like the high stakes feeling of your favorite show being on, and your siblings yelling at you from the front room. It's coming back.
It's
on.
coming back on. Dude, I remember the first time I found out. Beans told me about the ticker, not the ticker, but the bug in the corner of the screen. When it fades out, that's a commercial coming up.
That wasn't, I don't think it was Beans that told you about that. It's probably Tim Jessup.
Yes, it was because of Fox.
Because him and I both worked at
Yeah.
Fox 43,
Whoa.
KTMJ.
Yeah, they had to like change the tapes and stuff.
Dude, my-
Fucking crazy
Our
job.
he totally got me the job. He was like, "You should." Well, okay. In Tim's voice, he's like, "You should do that." I was like, "Okay, cool." But our official title was Master Control Room Operator,
Yeah.
which literally meant I watched tapes and pressed a few buttons.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And what he's talking about is the little logo in we called it a bug.
Yeah.
And so anytime that the bug fades off, you know that's when a commercial's coming on. And then because one of my jobs literally was when we would be playing like reruns of shit that we had on tape, like Jerry Springer, you know, that was just an example. But I would have to hit a button to put the Fox 6 logo up in it. And then when it was coming to a close, I had to hit the button, take it off, and then put it in a commercial break. So, but that job was so fucking easy. The only bad thing about it is that it was in Junction City.
Oh, man, there's always a catch.
And I worked the early shift, so I had to be there. And I worked on weekends. So I worked on there Saturday, Sunday from 5 a.m. to like 1 p.m. or something, like 2 p.m., something like that. But the nice thing about it, though, is on the weekend, nobody else was in the building.
Yeah.
And anytime that we had a satellite feed, because we had like the Fox Kids like shows and shit on Saturday mornings, we didn't play that shit. That came from the Fox satellite feed from wherever the fuck that, like L.A. or wherever they broadcast out of. So they had it timed out to where we knew exactly when the commercial breaks were. So we could literally, like, we would come in, do a commercial break, a local commercial break, and then put it back in, and it's like, all right, I got an hour and a half. You guys will go smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. Wow, that's
Isn't
amazing.
that fucking amazing?
So yeah, that was my job for a while.
This is why that everybody is racing to replace every job imaginable. With AI, though. This is why.
That one could have been done by a
Yeah,
monkey
it
if
is.
it was trained.
It is,
But-
it is now.
It definitely is by now.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, speaking of commercials, that was one of my jobs is I had to put commercials in. One of the things we
Wow.
talked about last week was the jingles that we got stuck in our head.
man.
The soar with the eagle.
On the way.
So what are some other like old school ones that you remember just off the top of your head? Because I can think of quite a few.
So this is gonna sound okay. I don't mean to hijack this, but
Go for it.
I was talking, at work, about talking to Jimmy John's because the radio ads they used to do with the guy that just talked super
Oh
fast.
yeah.
I go, I haven't heard one of those in fucking forever. I was like, they should still be playing those because I thought they were great. And that guy can talk so fucking fast, man. This is super really fucking fast. Like that dude was crushing, man. I'll never forget those.
I will add on to that one always reminded me of one that took place a little further back in our childhood.
Yeah.
The Micro Machine guy.
That guy fucking
Okay,
killed,
yeah.
dude.
I don't remember what his name was, but the guy who had the world record for talking the fastest and did all the Micro Machine commercials. Micro Machine. I can't even like pretend to do it or anything.
Wow.
This dude,
Yeah.
like, even when they interview him for like Inside Edition and he's talking normal, it's still super fast.
It's still,
like,
it's
slow
still pretty
down.
fast. I'm writing this by hand, you asshole. So they got a fucking stenographer.
yeah, you don't know what a
You know what a
stenographer
stenographer. So okay, you like the Jimmy John's one?
Love them. And then this is Sports Center. The other day I was just telling somebody about.
Oh, dude, all the Sports Center
Man.
commercials, like ad campaigns,
Yeah.
for the most part, have been pretty fire.
So good. Like, it was just a month or two ago when Richard Simmons passed away.
Yeah.
He was on a This Is Sports Center commercial where they're like they had to get somebody to come in to like help them stay in shape, and so he's like,
Oh yeah.
call those sources, read report, or type the report, call those sources, and they got like a dictionary they're handing back and forth and stuff. It was fantastic, dude. This Is Sports Center loved those commercials,
Dude, I love the one with John Clayton. And he's like getting done with his little segment or whatever, and then he goes and he rips the front of his suit off, and he has a Slayer T-shirt on
Yeah.
underneath, and he lets his hair down, and he goes, he's like,
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
eating cereal in his room. He's like, "Mom, I'm done with my segment."
Have you ever heard like what that's about?
No.
Like, okay, so there was this there's this internet rumor way back in the day that John Clayton had long hair.
Okay.
And then there was you could see it sometimes, like people thought you could see it. And so that's why he kind of like kicks his hair, like he kicks it out.
That makes
And there was also people would say that John Clayton, he was always breaking NFL news. Like he was so good at it. And they're like, obviously this guy has no life. He probably lives at home with his mom.
Okay.
And so it was like a kind of blending of all
Yeah.
of the stuff that they had heard. And John Clayton happens to be like a Slayer fan. Like
Wow.
this super buttoned up nerdy NFL guy. The Slayer fan.
That's awesome.
Mom, I'm done with my segment. So funny, man. It's so funny.
The as much as I hate to admit it, the Manning brothers one.
Oh,
Like that, like where they're like kicking the shit out of each other. Like, stop it.
I
Like,
was gonna say to you, like, I really love that one, and I always think about you and your brother because the way
Yeah.
the way that Archie Manning, he just kind of looks back at them, and the look on his face isn't stern or like angry. He's just like that dad look.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm observing to see what happens next.
He's like, they're like pointing at each other like it's
Yeah.
him.
That
That's so funny.
because the Manning brothers as players, I fucking hated them. As
Oh.
people, they're okay.
Yeah, they're funny.
But yeah, they are pretty funny.
They're funny.
But those commercials, like, or that commercial where they're taking the tour,
it's fantastic.
I fucking love that one.
Yes.
I don't think I saw that one, man. I'm gonna look that one
It's
up.
them just acting like little kid brothers, like picking on each other and shit. Like I think Peyton like kicks his foot, like when you walk and you kick somebody's foot behind their other leg and they kind of trip. Like he does that to
they're
Eli.
Like, they're like taking a tour. They're being led through a tour of ESPN studios, and like this is over here where we edit the tapes, and they're in the back of the group and they're messing around. and you can like Dusty said, they're like kicking each other, giving each other wet willies, and then Archie Manning just kind of looks back, and they're like, "Oh, it's him, it's him," and
it's pretty funny.
perfect.
It's
That's
pretty
good.
fucking
I'll look that
cool.
one up.
Perfect.
So what about you? What kind of commercials do you come to mind when I ask you about them?
When I'm going to go early childhood ones, and this is funny that it sticks out because it's not a childhood. It's not a commercial for children at all.
Yeah.
okay.
But I love you, man.
Oh my God!
Not getting my Bud Light, Johnny.
That's a classic, though.
Classic.
Oh my God! I haven't thought about
love
"I
you,
love
man."
you, man."
Yeah.
in fucking
That was one of Terry Moore's favorites
Oh.
because we used to do that shit with each other all the time. It's Dad, you're my dad, and I love you, man. You're not getting my Bud Light, Johnny. Dude, and for a while, we might like piss some people off for saying this, but Budweiser was they were on fire for a while. They're the frogs.
Yeah.
I mean, the Clydesdales have always been a fucking big hit with people.
Fuck the Clydesdales.
Oh, really?
Not a fan.
Really?
No.
Of the actual horse or of the ad campaign?
Just the ad campaign.
Okay. Too American for
That's
you?
a
Or
real-
what?
It is just it's a little too on the nose. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I mean, I would give you that.
What a small hill to die on. I mean, when people ask like, "What's the smallest hill you're willing to die on?" That's what we're
Man,
talking about.
Do I
Fuck them Clydesdales.
Everybody's like, "What?"
do I look like I can climb a large hill?
Have you ever seen that picture of the Clydesdale in the Aggie Lounge?
No.
They brought way back in the 80s. The Lou was a 3-2 beer only bar. They couldn't serve hard liquor, so they sold the most like Budweiser or Bud Light like in the country. Like no one sold more than them. So they brought the Clydesdales to Manhattan, and they went in the Lou.
Wow.
There's a picture of this giant fucking Clydesdale with his head inside the
loop. Wow. Because his
Have
body
you
wouldn't
ever
fit.
have you ever actually seen one in real life?
No.
man.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the commercials do not. It's the same thing that happened with. This is gonna sound so stupid. The truck that was Ironhide in the Transformers movie. I hadn't ever seen it in real life. I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of a big truck. Then I saw one in real life outside of my work. Somebody was like, hey, they've got the same truck that's Ironhide in Transformers. I walked out there and that thing is fucking huge.
Edge.
Like I would have to take a big step up to get
Yeah.
into that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And like Clydesdales are the same thing. Like the commercials do not do them justice at all. Those fuckers are ginormous.
They are big, and you're like, if you work with them, like you're gonna die. Like, they're gonna stomp you to death. They are so big. And it is jarring when you're like, good God, man.
Well, maybe that's why I just don't fucking.
You fucking really. I can feel the tension in the air, dude. You don't like Clydesdales.
I mean,
No, and honestly, I just don't think I remember the Clydesdale commercials very strongly. So,
I mean, they're all just like super, like, oh yeah, look at us, we're America.
Yeah, just like it's just
everything's okay.
Always in the
and-
snow.
Yeah.
Or, you
and
know
they're
what I-
just like running around, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they play football.
They do play football.
And
Okay.
there was like a donkey that was a referee, I think, or something like that.
Yeah,
I think it was
yeah.
just a regular horse that was a referee.
So that was that Super Bowl commercial is one of the most famous of
Yeah.
all time.
Okay, well that flattens
Yeah.
the hill that I'm currently dying on.
God
A little bit.
damn.
I'm just
dude.
kind of laying on it a
I
little
have just
bit.
Laying there
never.
now.
I've heard so many. With the morning show, that we ask that question occasionally, and you just hear the same shit over and over again. The Clydesdales and how I should fuck them is just an amazing. It's just wow, dude. I'm thrilled to be here now because
Good.
I've never fucking I did not see that coming, dude. That's crazy. Thank you for introducing that into my life because I'm using that shit.
And from out of nowhere comes Dan Smith.
Is that Dan Smith's music? It's a Clydesdale being beaten.
That's gotta be Dan. That's gotta be Dan. So even going back a little bit further, I mean, you've got like classics like "Where's the Beef?"
Oh,
or Who Makes the Donuts? But one that doesn't necessarily go quite as far back that I think, especially to this show, is going to mean a lot is the old Quiznos commercials.
Oh,
The Quiznos subs!
They're good for you. Man.
The little rodent things with the human mouths and
man,
weird
that's right,
eyes.
yeah.
And
They knew exactly what they were doing, and I think it's like just like our age range.
yeah,
They were like, "Don't worry, they're gonna fucking love it."
they get it.
They get it.
They get it.
Oh, you know, like our parents were like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was like, "You don't get it, man."
It's like dubstep. I mean, it's like it's like it hits with a certain crowd,
It does,
but it really hits.
maybe that's why there's not a whole lot of Quiznos left.
no shit.
They spent all their money animating.
They're
Yes.
relied too much on the Quiznos subs.
Like, we can't get any weirder than this, man. Like, what are we gonna do?
I mean, there's a couple of brands that could probably say hold my beer on that one.
No shit.
I mean, like the fucking Liberty Mutual ones.
Oh,
Limu Emu.
Yeah.
And then like the guy who this is weird. I don't understand why, but the one with the guy who buys a wax statue of himself, have you seen that one? My mom's dog Oreo goes batshit crazy when that commercial comes on.
Whoa.
She does not like that commercial. She will jump and try to eat the TV.
holy shit!
I don't know what it is about it, but that commercial in particular sets her the fuck off.
Whoa.
It's weird.
You should try taking her to a wax museum and see what she does.
Like, and here's Oreo at Madame Tussauds. Oh my God! Oh my God! The humanity. Arnold Schwarzenegger getting his face ripped off.
Oh no!
Dude, so sometimes a Limu Emu, you're like, these are stupid. And then they have a funny one.
Every once in a while, they'll catch you with a banger, and you're like, okay, yeah, that one's pretty good.
We love the Liberty Bibbity. I can't even say it.
Yeah, Liberty Bibberty.
Liberty
Liberty
Bibbity.
Liberty Bibbity.
The way
So
he's
great.
like, just, you know,
Line?
like,
Yeah,
he does a great job of
Oh,
being a
yeah,
bad actor, man. He's perfect.
so good.
Remember the Sonic commercials? With the two
With the
guys?
two guys,
Oh,
yes.
my God.
Those were
Holy shit.
classics.
It's like, I think this drive-through girl's into you. Really? Yeah. Oh, play it cool. Okay, okay. And then you hear the window open. It's like, hi, I like you too. Those guys were fucking funny, man.
Yeah. I haven't seen the one who was always kind of the dumb one
Yeah.
out of those guys. I haven't seen him in anything else besides that Get Hard with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart.
Oh.
He plays like a guy he's like on a date with or something.
Huh.
I don't know how it works out. I don't remember. I've seen the movie once. It was okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But I just remember I was like, oh yeah, it's the guy from the Sonic commercials. Yeah.
Hey.
I was like doing the Leonardo
Hey,
DiCaprio.
man.
Like, hold on, I got to get the can and be like, I can't do the whistle, but
I love that. Now this is really sidetracked, but in particular that scene, when you can't, Leonardo's off camera, but it shows like one of the other actors in the scene that they're watching. He's like, "Yeah, guy's a total dick." I love that.
dude, that's a great fucking movie. That's a great
I
movie.
watched that movie and I became slightly obsessed with it for like a week. I researched as much as I possibly could about it, and then I watched it 3 times. I fucking
Damn,
love it.
and I mean
Nice.
that's not a short Quentin. I mean, there's no such thing as a short Quentin Tarantino movie, but
No,
it's definitely not a short one.
I had to do it in bits because Sarah's like, no.
Again?
You're like holding the baby, like,
Yeah, don't worry about it, babe.
oh yeah, this is the part where Brad Pitt takes the mushrooms.
It's
Or everyone,
fucking awesome movie.
Is it acid or
Acid,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it is. It's like, you're real, right? I'm real as a hot dog, motherfucker.
I've only seen that one once.
Oh
man.
my god, I love
Give it another watch
Well,
because it's
fucking
good.
rad.
Say, I know what you're doing Saturday night. Maybe I'll watch it too.
Dude, we should both watch it on Zoom
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
record it, and then we'll cut to Dusty. Go,
Good. Okay, like in Parks and Rec when they have the that party that they go to and Ron ends up wearing a party hat and dancing drunk.
Yeah.
That would be me.
That's because they have the booze coming
Yeah,
out.
it's the snake snake bite,
Yeah.
Yeah. which tastes like shit, but it gets you really fucked up.
That's
apparently,
that's a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
some of the old school commercials also that come to mind are like some of the like older like Burger King ones, like the Burger King Kids Club. That was a big thing
Oh,
back
man.
in the
That
day.
dude with the glasses.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they had
yeah.
like the kid in the wheelchair and
Yes.
the redhead girl and like the kid who played basketball, and like they kind of tried to hit the whole gambit.
Yeah.
Probably missed a few there, but oh well. They tried.
They did.
Yeah, they tried.
They did.
But I remember those specifically because they had deals that you could like get like Ninja Turtles tapes when you like got a Burger King Kids Club meal and paid like a couple extra bucks. So it's like, fuck yeah, I want to get that.
I'm in the
So-
Burger King Kids Club. And I was like, yeah, you are. It's great.
Yeah, that's great. Cheeseburger? What?
Yeah,
Okay,
that-
fine.
That's what my mom was always like, dude, a Happy Meal? She's like, you can eat a double cheeseburger. When I was little, I could cruise through. And she's like, you're happy with the tiniest cheeseburger on earth? And I'm like, yeah, I hooked it up with a transformer. Moron. No, just kidding.
Trying to collect all these Inspector Gadget pieces.
Yeah. I need them all to create the one.
Those ones are rare.
Those are
Dude, super
really,
rare.
'cause I think I got them still.
Whoa. Next stop, eBay.
Do you actually have like realistically? Do you actually have McDonald's toys at home anywhere?
I am sure I have some somewhere.
I say I'm pretty sure I still have a few somewhere, not from my childhood, but just in having a son who gets them all, and he'll get the same one 12 fucking times.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hey, it's another Captain Marvel. I'm like, oh, fuck.
It just depends on how much my parents love me, because like when I moved out, I was like, okay, well, you keep all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on to this for me. We'll see how
Yeah.
long you're willing to
I'll get
take.
it when I have a place big enough.
AKA never.
He's working on it.
Man,
Okay.
my grandpa's still trying to push my baseball cards on me, and I'm like, nah, homie. I'm sorry, but I don't want nothing to do with it.
Like, but you have a house now.
Your grandpa can give me your baseball cards.
Go ahead.
You might have some fucking gems in there.
I might, and they're not in any condition to be sold for the 73 cents that they're worth.
Oh,
You may be surprised.
Yeah, I picked
Just
up
saying.
a Beckett. I picked up a Beckett, and I know my Junior Seau collection is not. It's not doing so hot.
Ah,
I've done
that
the
would be a good one to have.
I have done the research, and the cards just they made a comeback, a small comeback, and
Yeah.
you know, like damn it,
Well, you missed your chance.
I did. I had when I was buying them. Is when I should have quickly turned them.
Yeah,
around.
just be like, there's 5, and I will sell you this for 6. Do we have a deal?
And the guy's like, what?
No.
No, never.
$5.50? Fine.
$1. Yeah. Oh my god.
So what about you guys? Like when it comes to food in particular, like fast food places, because I know everybody here knows ba-da-ba-ba-ba, because you and I,
Oof.
okay, when we used to ride around in the 80s appliance delivery truck, we noticed that was the time where you could tell that Burger King was really trying to hit on the younger crowd, or not Burger King, McDonald's was trying to hit on the younger crowd in particular. And so they were trying to like become like cool and hip. And so when they first started doing the ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. I could, he knows where I'm going with this. I could always at the end of that hear, and I still do to this day, bitch. So anytime they would do it, like when we were riding around in the truck and they would start playing the McDonald's commercial, it'd be like, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it, bitch. So, like, what about any other, like, fast food places
So,
or anything like that?
the McDonald's commercials they did for a little bit there with they got spoofed on Chappelle's show, with Calvin
Oh my
getting the
god.
job.
Oh, yeah.
Smell like French
Oh
fries.
my god! I went back and rewatched those recently. Holy shit! I
Yeah.
cannot believe somebody like approved that.
I know.
Hey, there's Calvin. He got a job. Let's go rob him.
Hey, Calvin, there's a thin line between fries and shakes.
just burning that poor bastard.
man.
Just getting fucking roasted, man. Oh, that
But
shit
no,
was so funny.
and with the real commercials, they tried hard to be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like, see what we're doing? We're giving people jobs. It's like, yeah, but you still don't pay them shit.
I
Yeah,
know.
Because there's one where his grandma calls. He's like, "Oh, grandma, I'm getting on the management training team." And it's like, great. Now he's going to be working 65-hour weeks and getting paid.
Grandma,
like,
no.
That's like, I would say like 15, 20,000 maybe.
Like, and that's what's weird is it's like, like even in high school, like that wasn't a cool job to have. You know what I mean? Like Mickey D.
No, I mean, and I feel for the people that like have made a career out of it. I really do, because
Absolutely.
they have had to put up with more unless you're like a corporate. Fuck
For
you.
sure, for sure.
If you're a corporate, you can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
But if you're working in the store and you work like you manage the store
I
for like
know,
your entire
yeah.
career, dude, you've got some fucking stress lines.
Hats
I know
off,
you do.
man.
So
hats off to you. And
But-
it's sad that it's taken me now to the age of 40 to be like, you know what? That's not that bad of a gig, man. I mean, come on, dude. Especially for like a kid.
yeah,
And then you move up, and they do like. I don't know. I'm always assuming they like would like help you out with school, but then again, like I don't know.
I have no
I
idea.
think they would help you out of school so you can come in for your shift at 5 today.
We called your professor. He said it's fine. I didn't talk to him. He said it's fine. See you at 3.
But now it's a totally different ballgame. Like we could get sidetracked about this shit, but it's my opinion that all these major fast food places after COVID, they figured out like they don't need us to be in the store.
Not
anymore.
really. Yeah.
And they don't need to pay someone to take your order anymore. Everybody that's a person working is in the back. And if you try to order up front, they look at you like you're fucking nuts, dude. And I think it's a directive where they're like, if someone comes up, you don't have to be nice to them.
Make them feel as awkward as possible so they don't do this again.
Dude, I swear to
Make
God.
sure they wait at least 2.5 minutes.
Absolutely.
And just look at them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just look at them.
I went to Sarah's dad and I were at a Hardee's in the middle of Illinois, and these two kids were having a straight conversation with each other, and right in front of us. Like we were standing there ready to order, and then they're like, yeah. And I understand teenagers, but it's like I have never had. It's every single fast food place. There's no front of the house people anymore.
No,
And
not
if you do come in, they're like, oh God, what? And you're like, can I get a number 8? And they're like, well, how do you? And I'm like, it's pictures.
Ow! Ow!
I know this all too well because we order special when we go out. Things are like things you can't type in the app, you know.
Sure.
So I have to like a lot of times I end up walking up to the front counter, and dude, it is like they look at you like 3 or 4 times before they realize you're not a dasher.
What's the name on the order? I haven't ordered
Guy
yet.
must be
The
new.
fuck are you doing here?
I'm just gonna start taking other people's fucking orders.
Hey man, like some places still haven't really tried to figure that out.
Yeah.
Like you just roll up in there and grab it.
Dude, like Chipotle. I mean, I'm
Chipotle.
not trying to say like
Yeah.
don't look for me or anything,
Oh,
but
the company that's been letting people steal Tabasco sauce for decades.
for decades. Raising Cane's. I went to get to pick up order, and I was like, I could take all of these, and no one's even looking at me. I could just take them all, man.
in fact, a lot of them will do everything they can to avoid making eye contact.
Yeah,
Which I mean, I hear you, guy.
for
I mean,
sure. But it's like now though they've made it even like they're making it inconvenient to be in there.
Yeah.
The McDonald's by West Loop, there's no fountains. When you get
Oh,
your drink
yeah.
and you sit in there, you're done.
Oh.
So if you
true.
want a fountain, you have to go up and talk to this kid that is like, just like, it's like they said, here, you do this job, and they didn't give him any instructions on how. So he's just kind of standing there. Like if you told somebody like there's like a big crowd of people and like Metallica's coming on stage, like Dusty, go out there and just play up to the crowd. Go out there right now, and you'd be like, hey everybody, ready for Metallica? And they're like, yay! And then you're like, fuck you. So yeah, dude.
Is that long enough?
Yeah, that's
Or-
what that kid in McDonald's does. He stands there like with his hands in his pocket, hoping no one fucking talks to him. And so they're like, you don't want to go up and go, can I get a refill of this massive Dr. Pepper that I just smashed? You know what I mean? So you leave.
Yeah.
And that's what they don't want you in there no more. Calvin, he's done, dude. He don't work there no more.
All right. Well, that's depressing.
That is fucking brutal, and it's the truth.
Fucking Debbie Downer over here.
Dude, but what about the BK Kids Club?
Mm-hmm.
What about the Sonic Kids Club? Do you remember the Sonic Kids Club? It was like the little skateboards.
Vaguely.
You remember those guys?
Vaguely. Sonic, I never really remembered seeing many commercials for them until I got a little bit older.
Yeah.
But I really was kind of out of the age range of the kids' meals.
You know what's weird is you both lived very close to a Sonic, and you guys don't really talk about Sonic.
Okay, but here's the deal. It wasn't, like, out of all the fast food restaurants that we have, at least growing up, that was, like, the newest one. We didn't have a Sonic for a long fucking time.
Oh.
The only time I ever had Sonic, this is going to sound weird, was in Clay Center.
Whoa.
And that was when we went to go watch my sister play softball because she had tournaments there. So we would go to, like, watch her play, and we would get Sonic, since it was like, hey, never been there before, or, oh, yeah, it's the only place we can get it.
Wow.
So when we got a Sonic here, it was a big deal, but then it died off real fucking quick.
Wow.
And then they added another one.
Yeah.
That I've never seen it that busy. I mean,
that place trips me out because, like, when you pull up there, I don't know what it is about the type of, like, asphalt they use, but your tires always go. I'm always like, I'm not speeding.
I swear to God.
I'm just pulling in. But they go. I'll tell you what, as a dad of littles, Sonic kind of comes in the clutch because they have a play area, and as long as you're cool with kind of scooping cigarette butts out of the way, them kids fucking party in there, man. My girls fucking, we go to Sonic and they're like, the big playground. I'm like, yeah, the big playground. Get your ass in there.
well, and speaking of Sonic, I think the commercials that they're doing now are just kind of dumb. Like, I don't think they had that one for a while where whatever the new menu item was, they would just be like, they would act like they were in the kitchen and people were preparing it. They're like, I got the cheese. Yep, here's the meat. All right, here's the butter bacon burger. Ready to go. It's like, and it was always
They're like, somebody fucking fire this guy.
the voiceover guy.
It's the actual drive-through.
But those commercials, I was always like, this is dumb. Like,
Yeah.
they don't do that. Like, they
No.
put one guy at a fucking station that's got all the ingredients, and he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What does that one have again? Shit.
I don't know.
Okay, I think maybe that's it. Why not? All right.
Supersonic cheeseburger? I don't know. Here.
Got to give it a good fist pound before you send it out.
And then weirdly dump it in water.
Yeah.
'Cause every time I get a Sonic burger, that thing is wet. It's not greasy.
It's
wet.
It's moist.
I was going to say, there's a reason you don't hear me talking about Sonic, because I don't like Sonic.
I'm really not a big fan of. I like their. I'll go there and get a Route 44 root beer,
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
but that's it.
I'll tell
Like-
you what. You go.
Well, okay, that's not it, but that's mainly it.
You get the app, and you get drinks half off.
Yeah, happy hour
24/7.
all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, buddy.
I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of.
I do that
lip
a lot.
smacks on that one.
What?
I think you should add a
Nah.
couple extra in. No, and it's funny because I hate Sonic, but I end up eating there a lot anyways.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, your story is getting cloudy tonight, dude. I don't know about you anymore.
I don't know what else I should bring up. Like, what other commercials like just bring you back to a childhood memory that you hate or something? Like, hey, let's talk about all the. You remember when Walmart did rollback? I remember when I got lost in Walmart and my mom left.
I remember she whistled all the way home. That was a thing, the Walmart whistling guy. Do you remember that the girl we went to high school with, Danella? She could whistle just like that. You remember she was?
I do remember
super
Danella.
Good at
I do
whistling.
remember Danella. Yes.
Man, I
Yeah.
have never heard someone like it sound like a bird.
Yeah.
But they had the bouncing little smiley face.
Oh.
And he would bounce around
yeah.
and knock the prices
Yeah.
down.
Do the rollback.
Yeah, and I was always like, he's cool.
Yeah, I like that guy.
I like that guy. I was trying to tell somebody the other day about what old Walmart used to be like.
Oh man. That was a time.
That's when
Specifically the old one here.
the old one in Manhattan.
Oh,
the one that
yeah.
had the brown front,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was over there where like
Staples.
Staples is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's how you can tell. There's certain things that you say to a Manhattanite, and you can tell they're a townie for like a long time. You go, hey, remember old Walmart? And they go, oh, boy. Yeah. That place was rough.
It was
man.
the Wild West.
It was
man.
the Wild West.
Prices rolling back. Everybody's
Oh,
bang, bang.
bang, bang, bang. Cactus Jack up in that motherfucker, man. I just remember, like, back to school was like a very vivid memory of like, this is chaos. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
actual
Yeah.
chaos.
Yeah.
If you weren't there when the door opened, you left with rose art.
And you were happy because you're like, oh, thank God I'm out of there.
At least I got something.
Yeah,
used to-
that's true.
I used to just I used to tear the back of the Yellow Pages book out and just use that, you know? The memo part. Like, I couldn't get to Walmart. I don't know. I didn't want to get stabbed by that guy.
You saw the news.
yeah, man. You know.
So speaking of like kind of some older like businesses and stuff like that, what about something like the Kmart like blue light special type stuff, or
I don't remember Kmart blue. Like, I remember knowing what a blue light special was, but I never remember being in there during a blue light special, and I don't remember like the Kmart stuff. I just don't remember that.
see, I don't remember that, but I do remember an ad campaign where it was always an interaction at the register, and it was always like, oh, I'm impressed by how low this price is. And the Kmart guy's like, yeah, I mean, I know, it's crazy, right? I mean, that was essentially the gist of the entire ad campaign, is that
don't know how
both of
this-
these people were surprised by the pricing.
I don't know how this place is going to stay in business much longer. These prices.
Dude,
Oh, Dan wins the
man,
show.
That's dude. That's good. He's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, okay, and this...
No interaction in Kmart has ever been like that.
No.
You know what I mean? It's
I've-
fucking
okay.
Weird.
The funny thing is I've actually, at the place that I work, I'm not going to name drop them or anything, but I've had people walk up and, like, when I scan something, they're like, really? Well, that's pretty low. You know, like the kind of shit that you would see in commercials. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. You know where you're at. You know where you're at. Okay? So.
But I just wanted to do the thing.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't ever do that to me again, you son of a bitch.
God dang, that's a pretty low price there, son.
So you might as well look at me and be like, you working hard or hardly working.
Oh, and you go, well, both.
I'm going to work hard at strangling you.
It didn't ring up. I guess that means
And
it's free.
free.
right?
Oh.
God.
Now you're just making me have like fucking night sweats.
Oh, God.
So one of the commercials, and one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this in particular, is because one of the commercials that I have to ask you guys about your opinion on is one that I keep hearing on a certain radio station.
Ew.
I don't know how I feel about a child telling me who to call about my DUI.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, wait, what?
So,
I've not heard.
in keeping with the legal theme here, I plead the fifth because this is a yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
absolutely.
plead the fifth.
But
Do you remember
it is.
What?
Oh, this should be good.
Asking a K-Rocker, we were like, "What's a commercial that you hate or whatever?" And like the first call we got wasn't a call; it was actually a text from our boss, and he's like, "Be very careful."
We were like,
We're like,
oh,
yeah,
we didn't even think about it. They're like, Glavin Ford. Oh, shit.
Dude,
So
okay.
we're like TV commercials, not radio.
I answered that one on the Facebook post because I remember I put Glavin Ford because of the fucking song, and Glavin Ford put a frowny face.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sorry, guys, but
Listen.
come on.
Little did Dan and I know what kind of like shit sandwich we just took a bite out of, because every single person who's ever spent $1 with a radio station was watching that post just to see who was going to say something and what we were going to do about it. And that's why we were like, hey, we meant TV commercials, guys. TV. TV.
National chain.
National
TV
chain
commercials.
that don't exist in Manhattan, that never will exist in Manhattan.
Lowe's.
Okay, fuck 'em, boo.
Nameless, faceless.
I meant
giant
I
conglomerates.
meant commercial satellite providers.
like the airlines. Like
115 we got the fuck out of there. We got out of there so fast you wouldn't even fucking know it. But Glavin Ford isn't a good example of like a marketing campaign where it's like the girl singing was brutal and then you had the guy rapping. But when you think about it, you know, first of all, you remember the name of the company.
Yep.
You know where they are. You know what they do. And as a bonus, you know a special they do. Oil changes for life. You know what I mean? Like you.
Yeah.
So when I say, tell me like Ricky's Plumbing, where are they at? You might go, I'm going to guess Manhattan, obviously, but it could be fucking Wamego.
Yeah.
You don't even know because a lot of them run together and they go in one ear out the other. But Glavin Ford managed to get you to remember every single thing about their company, including engines and oil changes for life. You'll never forget it.
I will absolutely give them that.
It's like that is you. They actually hit it out of the fucking park. Now, as far as the actual substance of the commercial goes, no, it wasn't good, but they killed it.
Yeah,
they really did. And it's like they don't have to be great. And sometimes we pour a lot into like the creation or production of a spot. Like we'll really pour our hearts out into it, and then either the client's like, nah, that's not what I like, or no one remembers it, and you're like, God, we actually like all got together on that one, and then it's nobody cares, you know. And then a Glavin Ford commercial that sucks pops off.
So that kind of brings me to it because I don't have any experience with this, but both of you guys do. So, and I mean, not to like like name drop, like, oh yeah, we're getting paid by him because we're not getting paid by fucking anybody. But I know you guys have had to make commercials. Mm-hmm. Like, what's one that you think like you fucking nailed it? Like, what's one that you really enjoyed doing?
Oh man.
Well, okay, so not trying to like blow smoke. But Dan has a lot of liners. You'll hear a lot of liners for K-Rock where Dan's voice is still on them.
Oh, yeah. I say
really
to this day, I still hear your voice on the radio.
It freaks me out whenever it happens.
There was an unwritten rule that if you left the station or you left Manhattan Broadcasting that they would pull all the stuff your voice is on. Now, I've seen it actually happen post Dan Halen, but Dan's voice sounds so good that the clients have said, do not pull those. And
what?
Keep them going.
No.
So, yeah. So, like,
go.
Dan's has some pretty good ones. I voiced one, a Manhattan Wrecker commercial. Shout out to them. A Santa Claus one where I did the voice of Santa Claus.
Okay.
And I fucking thought I knocked it out of the park. And then Film at 11, shout out to them. Those motherfuckers are cool as shit. The guys at Film at 11, I did a Jack Frost. Like, we were, like, talking about, like, when it gets cold, it's coming. I did a Jack
I remember
Frost
that one. Yeah,
man, I thought I really did good on that one.
Yeah,
too.
awesome.
But normally it's just like, hey, come on down to Dusty's Paradise.
It's like you're reading like a paragraph and
That's
pretty
I'm
standard.
trying to think of my
stuff,
favorite
yeah.
one of those.
Yeah, no shit. No. Oh yeah, hey, Dusty's Paradise. Come on down and get beat up by your grandpa.
I can't think of any, but I just loved it when we got to do them together.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we did one for was it Jeff's Pizza?
Oh yeah,
where it was like, Grand Mare, where your mom lives.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they deliver even out to, Grandmere, where your mom
lives.
Oh, those were good commercials.
All right.
Those were, the Jeff's Pizza ones were good because he was like, we didn't write those down at all. They wanted off the cuff. So it was just Dan and I after the show, still in the studio. We would do it. We would just like, off the cuff, off the top of our heads, try to throw something together, and then we put it together and put it in a commercial. We're like, this doesn't sound that fucking bad. Dude,
this is great, but you didn't say anything about the special.
Yeah.
So at the very end, it's just like Dan's voice really super sped up.
Super fast.
It's like, by the way, you're going to go to
Dusty had just described the production of fucking Spot and Broadcasting. Yeah.
But no, so this DUI commercial.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's... I mean, obviously, I remember it, so it's doing its fucking job. I will definitely give it that. I feel weird every time that I hear it's a smaller child telling about a law firm, or not a law firm. Is it a law firm that will like help you with like DUIs and like all this? Like, but that was the one in particular that I was like, really? Why are we having a kid do this? Like, are kids getting DUIs?
Well, if you'd listen to F-Up headlines, you would know that does happen.
Yeah, but that's Florida. Or Ogden.
Oh, yeah.
But no, that one it's been sticking with me a lot lately. So, I mean, it's like I said, it's doing its job.
Nice.
But it makes me feel weird every time I hear a child talking about like DUIs and drug arrests and like shit like that. And it's like, I don't know.
You know what the ones that always weird me out are the PSAs. Like anytime you hear like "Don't text and drive," that's a public service announcement.
Yeah.
And they just send those to us and we throw them in there, and they fill time basically. If you don't have a commercial to play, you just throw a PSA. And a lot of them are like very, very dark and like serious, you know, and you got like a car tire squealing and this thump. You know, and you're like, oh my God, what the fuck, dude? I mean, some of them are so bad. Like, who the fuck put that together?
Dude, radio PSAs, and there's been quite a few TV PSAs.
Brutal.
That are, probably which one I'm talking about, like with the lady with the pot of boiling water who slips and dumps it all over her face. It's like talking about like work safety or
God.
shit. But yeah, and it's like she's talking to the camera and like, here in just a few seconds, I'm going to have an accident because this, and then slips and dumps a giant pot of boiling water all over her face and is like screaming in agony. And then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you might not want to do that.
Oh my God.
But there's a lot of them that get like that are fucking dark.
Yeah,
wow.
dude.
And one that did not help at all for me was the this is your brain on drugs.
I know.
Because I was like, that's eggs.
I know.
Remember, we talked last time, metaphors fucking lost on me. Like,
My
that's
brain's
breakfast.
not an egg.
I did like the one where they're like, this is your brain. It's your brain on drugs, and they're just swinging the skillet around the room and like breaking.
Oh, dude, okay.
Like, that shit's awesome.
That one, it was like a girl, wasn't it? And she's like, this is what happens to your family.
Yeah.
This is what happens to your friends.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like,
It was awesome.
okay, that one was
It
pretty
was fucking
effective.
good, yeah.
But
They
yeah.
misrepresent that shit because, like, your brain on drugs is really just you sitting on a couch with your
it's
Doritos and
definitely not eggs. definitely not eggs.
Like they should have picked something else for that
Yeah.
one. But yeah, there was quite a few PSAs that like the milk does a body strong and
Yeah.
that kind of shit growing up. Which now it's everybody's like, no, don't do that. Like, don't drink too much milk. Are you crazy? Like,
What, you nuts?
you're gonna give yourself gut problems.
Well, those are like so. We always used to talk about on the show, off the air. Every 6 months, it'd be like, actually, milk is fantastic for you. 6 months later, don't drink an fucking drop of milk or you'll die.
why are you still drinking milk and
Yeah.
how are you still breathing at this point?
Doctors have shown, and you're like, who the fuck's right? Who's wrong? I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about the one where the girl smokes weed and she's
Deflates?
Yeah, deflates.
Those creep me the
Oh
fuck
my
out.
God! Flat Stanley got stoned.
You're like, man, that's what I want to happen. That's that's not a PSA. That's an advertisement. Like that's the exact
I
feeling
love
I've been looking for.
the memes that people come up with that. Like when somebody's telling you a story you don't give a fuck about. You're like, oh, my God. Oh man,
So-
they have whiffed on like the war on drugs commercials. They're
yeah.
just bad, man.
I learned it by watching you. Okay. So any PSAs of yours that you can think of that come to mind?
There's one that I was actually in on the radio, and the reason I know it was effective is because people came to me constantly, quoting it at me, and I'm like, "Thank you."
Yeah, okay.
No, it was about like it was a skit, like there was a prom, and then there's an after prom party.
Yeah.
Like hey man, you going to Angela's party? And then my voice comes in like, I heard there's gonna be drinking.
Yeah.
Little did they know. But no, that's just that they picked your voice to be the nerd,
Yeah, to be the square. Yeah,
Which
It's
is-
like,
I mean-
there's gonna be drinking.
Let's go.
Come on, it's kind of ironic.
Dude, no. Dan's fucking the least square dude in
Exactly.
the whole city.
That's That'd be like me playing a cool guy.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It's so funny, like, when they pop up, because you're like, yeah, cool, whatever. Like, yeah, you like the sound of your own voice. It's fun. And then they cut it together, and you're like, oh, that's going to play 53,000 times a day.
For the next 6 months, at least.
Good. I mean, we still run that PSA. So Dan cut that 8 years ago.
And
Really?
And then you go to the football stadium before the game, and you hear yourself over the loudspeaker, and that's trippy.
Oh.
So if we cut one and they like it, they never have them updated. They never do that.
Well,
so
I mean,
they're like, man,
it ain't broke.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If it ain't broke, don't break it more.
That's why Vanderbilt hasn't changed their theme music in 38
Work
years.
boot center, Vanderbilt.
So I had this whole thing that I had planned where I was going to tell everyone, I was going to fake an email from Vanderbilt's and say, we are looking for a new singing person to do that. And if we pick you, you win $50,000. And so I was going to record me recording all the radio people. and I'll be like, no, at the end, I really want some stank on the Vanderbilt, because that guy leans into it,
Yeah.
So I got like 4 people. I got them.
Oh,
but then
nice.
the 5th person was like, this is bullshit. So it ruined it, but I got some people on it. Like, I got some people going, Vanderbilt.
Oh, that's fucking great.
It's good. It's really
That's
good.
so good.
Yeah.
That's another example of one that's stuck with their song. But it, like you said, if it ain't broke, because that shit works. We remember that.
If you got a job to do, and you need a work boot that, well, works as hard as you do. You got one stop here to take.
Well,
Omega.
and of course, we've got other classics that go along with it. We didn't even hit on the jingles.
No.
I mean, we were just mainly talking about commercials, but the jingles that go along with them, we got a little bit of time left. I mean, who can forget the classic? O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Ow!
Yeah.
That shit goes hard.
Yeah.
And they're another one, like, that happened, and then they're like, we're never changing that shit ever again. Hy-Vee's had the same jingle for fucking a decade at least.
That
man.
one's good, too.
That shit's pretty.
I mean, it's pretty clever with a helpful smile down in every eye.
That's right, dude. It's Hy-Vee, baby.
So when it comes to jingles, what are some that stand? Because I already got another one in my head right now that I'm thinking.
I think there's one that we could all agree on, obviously, for its iconic status, which is the Pizza Shuttle one.
Yes.
But I have just an interest, the thing I wanted to mention about Pizza Shuttle. Have you heard the Lawrence one?
No.
It just does not have the same vibe.
Of course it doesn't.
Like,
It's
our
Lawrence.
phone number
I mean,
is way fucking better than
Oh,
their phone number.
no. Like, so it's like right off the bat.
Yeah.
call 742-8498.
And
wait, what?
the fucking chodes from Lawrence are like, this is the best one.
No, it's not. It's kind of like I hate it. I don't want to disparage anyone, but it is. We talked about it. It's kind of like the Wamega cream cup. And the
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, there was okay.
One was better.
One was better, and one was the real one. So it's not even a discussion. The Pizza Shuttle thing, I'll just never get over free delivery.
Oh,
I just won't do it, man.
Yeah.
I just can't get past it.
So
Every
you
time I
don't
hear
like
the-
it when fast friendly delivery? Because that's
put it that
I
way.
mean-
Then yeah, I love it. No, because like, if they show up, when the Pizza Shuttle guys show up, first of all, I respect them because they don't wear uniforms, and they're usually like older.
Yeah.
Like a Pizza Hut or Domino's, it's always a kid, but like Pizza Shuttle, it's always a guy in his 40s. And I'm always like, I respect that.
throw another $1 in there.
And they are friendly, but I'm just like, it used to be fucking free. And I just slammed the door, get the fuck out of here.
This is what free looks like.
Dude, that made me think the whole difference between Lawrence and Manhattan when it comes to their Pizza Shuttle commercials. One thing really quick I have to tell you guys, it's fucking hilarious. You know the song I'm Proud to Be an American?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody fucking knows that song, right? It's so fucking cheesy and shit. But I found out the other day that he also did a Canadian version.
What?
And he didn't even change it that much, so it doesn't even rhime.
Oh no! Oh,
You have to
no.
try to listen to it sometime.
I'm proud to be a
Canadian.
Oh.
At least I know I'm free.
Oh
But like
my
the end part, and it's like
Maple syrup tree. Sorry.
because he's, you know how it's like God bless the USA. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
But he's like God bless Canada. And it's like nope,
Oh my
nope,
God.
doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't work the same, dude. Sorry,
Oh
but
no!
so just the differences of your location should change your jingle.
For sure.
Because I heard the same jingle, and I'm not even exaggerating, for a law firm down when I was living in Muskogee, Oklahoma, to one that I hear every single day here. And they're two completely different law firms. It's one ad campaign that they're like, yeah, give it to that guy and that guy and that guy, and we'll make money off of it. It's the same fucking song.
Which one is it?
It's the call or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing, only it's a different phone number.
Okay.
Wow.
So those voice guys, they are on a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, because it was the exact same singers, exact same song. It was just the phone number was different.
Yeah.
Because I heard it up when I moved back here, and I was like, what the fuck? That's an Oklahoma one, because I had never heard it before. And now I hear it every fucking day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those guys, they have kind of a Fox TV kind of vibey, like Fox daytime TV kind of vibe going. You know what I mean? Like, not even J.G. Wentworth. I mean, we didn't even mention that. That shit.
Call J.G. Wentworth. 877 gosh now.
Dude, that commercial's fucking rad, man.
Yeah.
And people, I mean, everybody knows that shit. I'm just like, man, I'm just waiting to get run over. I can't fucking wait, dude.
God, I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now.
Dude, this is a commercial for them. And then, okay, also, we need to talk. I know we're on time. We're off time here. Or two commercials that we have to talk about. A, the General. When he motherfucking pulls up and that car is way too little for him, it's like, how'd you get insurance on that? You fucking psycho.
It's like, and you're already little, man.
And you're little and you were a general.
No wonder Shaq loves them.
Yeah. No shit.
Too big to drive the car.
I need insurance.
I can feel your pain. I know how you feel, little general.
Sign me up. Sign me up, General.
You want some Papa John's?
Hey, dude, they needed help. Papa John's
Yeah, they
needed
did.
help, and they called the one man that you call when you need help desperately.
It's like, do you need someone who literally no one hates?
Yeah. Shaq.
Call Shaq.
Call Shaq. Who do we got on line one? Shaq? Thank God. He comes in and
He
he's like,
wants to be on the board?
Yeah.
That's fine.
he comes in and goes, don't worry about it. I got this.
I love me some pizza.
Man. The Shaq-Doroni pizza. Also, we didn't even talk. Okay, so it was
The General.
The General.
And then
the fucking Herschel Walker commercials. Oh my God. Where it was like the plug-in phone thing, right? Like you plugged in this thing to your outlet and it gave you
how much was it again? Just no, don't do it. Just how much was it? Just remind me of the price.
$39.99.
It's $39.99 gets you started. $39.99 gets you started.
It was like nobody was like, "Hey, we should get somebody else to do the voice stuff."
What is he saying?
Yeah, have Herschel just stand there and like give a thumbs up or something. You know what I mean? But like to have him read it, it was just like I can't understand a fucking word this guy's saying. Also, a guy cannot fucking understand, and the commercials are hilarious. It's the two basketball players, Tobias Harris, and that Bogdan Bogdanovic guy.
The goldfish ones?
Oh my God!
Yes.
But I can never tell what the guy says at the end. I'm like, it sounds like
I think he said like that's a handful. Or,
I don't
maybe.
know. It's like
I don't know. It's still funny.
what's those movies where it's the
300.
yes.
You're thinking of the big guy who's like ah.
It's like that. It's like that, just lowered. You know what I mean? Like that. I can't understand a fucking word the guy says, but the commercials are hilarious. I love them.
But not even joking. Were you thinking of Big Fish?
No.
Okay, because
No.
that guy's like I'm really nice.
I'm really nice, guys.
I promise. Do you know what commercials he's talking about?
No.
Oh my god.
It's goldfish commercials, but they always have the Bogdanovich or whatever his name is, but dude is giant. So when he's like, "Hey, can I get a handful of those?"
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then he
I've seen
grabs,
those, yeah.
he's grabbing for like 30 seconds, and then it's like, because it's like the entire bag's fucking gone and shit.
The look,
But-
like the other guy is also an NBA player, but he plays it perfect. Like there's no reaction whatsoever on his face. He's just like holding the bag and looking at him, and like it's just so fucking funny, dude. Because he has this whole big ass hand in this bag of goldfish. He's just going, it's fucking hilarious.
It's like literally every single one of them got touched at one point. But
Worst.
But yeah, I can't understand a word the guy fucking says.
so
But you remember the commercial.
I do remember the calm.
There
damn
we go.
straight. Before we wrap it up, are there any ones that you want to bring up
I
that
want to shoehorn one last commercial in for me that is I don't know if it ever actually aired on TV because it was like too disturbing. But you remember there's like kind of a trend where all the companies were like, how weird can we just get?
Oh yeah.
For like Skittles was fucking weird for a while.
Man,
there.
those were
Yeah.
weird.
Well, the commercial I'm talking about is a Doritos commercial. And it's the one where they, because you get the flavor dust all over your fingers. So in this commercial, they were like working in an office and they had like a Doritos finger cleaner in the wall. It was a little hole that you stuck your finger in and it cleaned your finger.
Oh God.
But they showed what was on the other side. And it's just like some guy working at a computer.
Oh my God. Oh no.
I don't think it aired, but like that lives in my fucking
Oh my.
nightmares.
it might have been on one of those like too hot for TV ones or whatever that they
'cause
had.
It was like they were doing something for like a Super Bowl, like trying to come up with like ideas for Super Bowl commercials, and I think this was like a finalist, but it just like they wouldn't air it.
Man.
Because
Yeah.
Skittles they tried to do some shit that didn't really end up airing in American or on American television. That was the Taste the Rainbow one where he shoots the rainbows on his wedding night,
Yeah.
and yeah, she's really excited to get those rainbows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one it aired in other countries, but it didn't air in the United
Aw.
States.
We're so
No.
boring.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, for
I'm
sure.
glad the Dorito one didn't get.
It's
That
go look
one
it up.
I
It's
can-
disturbing.
I think it did because it sounds familiar.
maybe-
it really
maybe it did.
does sound familiar.
Yeah.
Maybe it aired once.
But I mean, like, is that disturbing as Puppy Monkey Baby? Do you remember Puppy Monkey Baby?
I don't remember Puppy Monkey Baby.
That it was I think it was another Doritos one. It was either Doritos or Mountain Dew. It was a Super Bowl ad where it was like Puppy Monkey Baby, Puppy Monkey Baby.
yeah.
That one was creepy as shit.
That was weird.
I didn't like that one at all.
That was weird.
So yeah, that one stuck with me for a while. But obviously, I don't remember the brand, so it didn't do that good of a fucking job.
Bitch.
I'm pretty sure it was Doritos though.
Oh, you know what? I'll forever remember a nice tie-in to a TV show. But you better never lay a finger on my Butterfinger. Bart Simpson and Butterfingers, like it made it cool.
It made Butterfingers cool, even though they don't taste that great.
They don't taste.
They're okay.
I fucking disagree.
Huh?
I think we've talked about this. They just in the teeth, man, just get
Yeah.
stuck up in your teeth. But BB Blizzards. Oh, Butterfinger Blizzards, dude, are fucking raging.
Those things are fire.
Raging Cajuns, dude.
I just love the chocolate. Like it's kind of like that episode of South Park where Cartman eats all the chicken, like the skin off the fried chicken.
Oh my god!
I just like the chocolate around the Butterfinger. It's really good.
the most evil fucking moment on television I've ever seen in my
yeah,
life.
That was really good. Oh yeah.